How's it going? This is Sergio Quiñones with MMA Fight Pass. I'm here today with the King Arciniega. How you doing, man?
Good, bro.
Just got done watching Art doing a pretty crazy Thai pad session. We're here today at Malaipet Sasiprapa. Did I say that right? Muay Thai. That's how you say it, yeah. In Fresno, California. Gonna get to know Art a little bit better. Art's a MMA veteran, man, been around for a long time. I've watched him bang a lot of times, man, exciting fights, tough dude. So Art, how long have you been fighting, man? How long have you been in the MMA game?
I turned pro in November of 2005, so it's been about 12, it'll be 12 years this year.
12 years. Yeah. 12 years in the game. You fought everywhere, man. I remember my first fight at the Tachi Palace back when it was PFC. I think you were like the co-main event or something. You know what I mean? I always had my eyes on the 45 count. You know what I mean? I can't remember who you fought, man. It might have been like Sean Baez or Jorge Evangelista. One of those badass fights, man. You went in there and it was just balls through the wall. Along the way, you've gotten some championship belts, right? I know you had the belt for PFC. Tell us a little bit about your belt.
I've been very fortunate. In 2008, I was offered the title against Sean Baez, and it was going to be on Comcast Sportsnet. That's when they had like a TV deal and all that good stuff. So I was super pumped. I was super excited. You know, he was a veteran. He had
he was a veteran.
Yeah, man.
He had like 20-something fights back when I started already. He was just starting going strong.
Yeah, man. So he was a real popular guy, real tough fighter. When I was offered the fight, of course, you're not going to say no to a title shot. So I went in there, I submitted it in the 4th round, so that was an exciting time. And then switch over to TPF in 2013. I was fortunate enough to also fight for the featherweight title for the TPF, under that promotion. And I thought that was the longest fight of my life. That was 5-minute round. 25 minutes is no joke.
No joke, man.
So I've been very fortunate, man. I've been around a long time, been through wars, been through submissions, been through knockouts. It's been a long good ride.
Yeah, veterans, man. The OGs, they've been through it all, man. It's never easy. The road's never easy. So you've been fighting for a long time. That means you've been training for a long time. What are a couple spots that you've been training at? I know you've been training. Used to train with our boy Phil Collins, man. What's up, man? Back in the day, I remember you at PMA. So you got a lot of experience, man. You're getting a little bit from every gym. Or how did it go?
Yeah, what started it was back in the day, like when I was 19. I had heard of Coach Covito.
Yeah.
Coach Covito, WC champ. He was a Fresno guy. I would see him on that one magazine, Ultimate Athlete. I don't know if you remember it. And I was like, once I knew I wanted to be an MMA fighter, I just needed to know where. And then when I saw that Cole was doing like the move of the month on that magazine, it said from Fresno. I'm like, dude, that's like my backyard. Yeah. So I was able to, raise, I was able to save up some money, and I started PMA back in like 2002. I started PMA. I started training there. Cole was there, George Evangelista, Billy Evangelista, all those guys. And then as the years went on, I was a youngster, man. So my car broke down. I couldn't afford to come over here no more. So that's where I started training in Merced. That's where I've been Philippine. At Zach's house. We started training there, and then we started cross training different places. And then I started training in Oakdale after that. Trained there for a while, and then everything started coming back full circle. Everything went back full circle.
I came back to Fresno.
I came back to Fresno. Got back with Billy. Got back with the original guys. I was with, George Evangelista. I got back with them, and then it went all the way to the complete full circle that made it back to PMA. Yeah. That's like my official gym, PMA. And so PMA, it's right next door. And so I do my MMA there, my jiu-jitsu there, my strength and conditioning there, and then I do my Muay Thai here at Malaipet. And then I do my boxing at Blue Pin with Christian Espinoza. So I just try to, I still have a coach for every discipline, And so, you know, it takes some gas money, but for a guy like me who used to always commute,
Yeah, now it's
like do like five minutes here, 5 minutes there, that's no problem.
now it's a blessing. You know what I mean?
It's a blessing.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
so I'm used to it. So, you know, it's just, just trying to always learn and trying to get better.
Especially back in the day, I remember when MMA was still kind of coming up, you would have to drive far. I know people that would drive an hour and a half to go train, you know. Now, it seems like as it's grown, there's gyms everywhere, you know. You just find the right one for you, and that's good, man. Fresno's a good spot. So your upcoming fight, you're the main event. I'm sure you've been in the main event a couple times, you know what I mean, versus Adam Calderon. He's a veteran too, a little younger, you know what I mean. He's a veteran that's coming up. I've seen him fight. You know, he's wild, he's rowdy, man. He's well-rounded all around. You know, he's good. He's gonna come at you hard. Tell us a little bit about that fight, man. It's in Portville and it's in his backyard.
Yeah, so I was offered the main event there. So I mean, I'm fortunate, man. You know, I started my first pro fight was at CHINGON Casino, and so I fought there like 6 times. So I'm comfortable there, familiar, and you know when the opportunity came for the main event, you know how you gonna say no? Now Adam, that's a tough dude, and so but you know what? Everybody I've been fighting the last few years, they've all been tough. So I knew that the next fight was gonna be a tough fight too. So when it was Adam, it was like, oh man, his backyard, youngster, you know, hungry. So I'm hungry as well. So I'm excited, man. He's a tough dude, and he's gonna test my skills, man. I already know it.
Yeah, it seems like, especially for veterans, you know, back when I started, he was like fighting. There was no amateur, man. We got thrown into a Shark Tank right away. We had to go pro if you wanted to fight. You had to fight black belts, dudes with a lot of fights. And now, you know, that there are amateurs. We already got a lot of fights, so we still have to fight those guys. You know, they're not going to give us any dudes that we're just going to walk all over. So that's how you get very tough people like our Arciniega. Does this camp differ from your last one? Like, because I know your last fight was at Bellator, right? That was a year ago, or maybe
No, I'm talking about the America.
Oh, Combate America. Okay.
Yeah. So it does differ. After the last loss of Bellator, I kind of have to take a step back, be like, all right, like I have to take a step back and just kind of reevaluate things. Like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I gotta be in love with the sport. I gotta be in love with it. And my first fight I made $300. So it was like it was there for the money. So it was like, okay, I gotta get back to the beginning, back to where it all began. And you know what? And we hear it all the time with athletes. When they go through a rough patch, they have to find the love that started it all. So I had to have that where it was like, okay, let me go back. Because it's like I've won titles. I've been on TV, I fought tough guys, I've beaten tough guys, so it was more like, okay, what now? What is it that I'm trying to accomplish? And it's like, you know what? I don't need to fight. I have a full-time job, my bills are paid. So it was like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it with love, and that motivation was started off, which was just to test myself. That's what it was all about, just to test myself and to prove to myself that I can compete and do well. And so when I made that shift, I got offered that fight at Combate America. It was the main event for the UFC Fight Pass. I fought some dude from Texas, and I was motivated, I was hungry, I trained really hard, and I dominated the guys. And I lost a split, but it's the name of the game, right? But I left with my head up, held up high, because I went in there for the proper reasons, which was for the love of the sport. So what I did after that fight, I just maintained my weight. So that's what's different with this camp. I maintained my weight low. Like, look, I already feel skinny.
Yeah.
It's like I maintained my weight low. I maintained it. I stayed consistent in the gym. I stayed, just happy about it. And so when this fight came up, I was already like, oh, okay, cool, I'm already in shape. So just gotta add to it, because because Adam's a tough guy. I like him, I respect him a lot. So he deserves to have the best meat in there. And that's what I want to do.
Yeah, I feel you. So you turned it into second gear,
Yeah.
I feel like, we're getting older, man. You've been fighting at 45 your whole career, Is it a little bit harder to make now than it was when you were 19, 21 years old?
Oh yeah, like I mean, we were told all the time, right? Like, hey, be careful what you eat, because when you get older, it's gonna stick with you. And it does stick with you. This in youngsters, it sticks with you. So that was part of the being in love with it again. It's also being in love with keeping my weight low and being consistent on that. So yes, it is harder. So I got to be more consistent on keeping the weight low. So, but yeah, it is harder, but I'm still able to do it, and as long as my body is able to, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, so you're here at this gym right here. It's a Muay Thai gym. Just from watching practice, I could tell it's very traditional, very respectful gym. Almost felt like I was in Thailand for a second, So tell us a little bit about your coach. The the gym is named after him, right?
Right. So this is a crew, Malaipet Sasiprapa. Sorry if I said it wrong. Yeah, he's a legend in Muay Thai. I mean, this guy has over 100 fights, and when with my head coach, my main head coach, Jorge Reese, as we're getting better, as we're improving, as we're trying to get better, he would, I would have a boxing coach, I would have a jiu-jitsu coach, strength conditioning coach. So when he was like, okay, you know what, let's start working your kicks. Like, you can learn to kick, you just can't throw punches. So, we're trying to find a place to go for Muay Thai, and we heard of this place. It was right next door to PMA. So I came here, and once I found out his credentials, I knew he knew what he was talking about, and it's a good family environment, man. I'm comfortable here, work hard, and they're always, luckily for me, all my coaches are able to open up their schedule, so whatever time frame I have, because of my work, they allow me to be able to train with each other.
All right. A little bit about personal life inside the art. I have this guy on Facebook, my social media man, always posting cool ass little dog, Fedor, right?
Yeah.
Fedor, tell us a little bit about Fedor, man.
Dude, all right, so I got no kids, I'm not married, and so it was like, I've dedicated my life to the sport, and so it came to a point where I was like, you know what, man, I want a dog. I want a dog. I want that love. You know what I mean? So when I was looking for a dog, I knew I wanted a lap dog because I'm always training, so I don't need like an energetic dog. I need a dog that wants to chill. Heard about a French bulldog. Everything worked out. I got this Frenchie in Oakdale Bullies, and then. Dude, that dude's the greatest dog ever, man. I named him after my favorite fighter, Fedor Emelianenko, and that dude is the greatest dude. Dude, I come home, bro, no matter what happened in my day, bro, I'm the baddest dude. I'm the greatest dude that dude ever met.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Perfect, dude. I love it.
His face lit up more talking about Fedor than fighting.
Dude,
you got me excited. I might have to take Fedor home for a week or so. All right, so you got Fedor, man. In between training, you say you have a full-time job. Training, it seems like sometimes 2 times a day. How do you manage your time, man?
You know what, man? It was that thing again. Falling in love with the sport and finding the love in whatever I'm doing. So whenever I gotta get up at 5 in the morning, it's like I get up at 5, but it's like not trying to take it too spiritual, but it's like you think like, all right, man, this is what I want to do, and find the love in it. So I'm like, all right, you know what? No matter what happens, I get up at 5 in the morning. When I walk out of the gym, I'm gonna feel good. So that's what I keep in my mind, the end result. So the end result, I'm like, man, my alarm goes off. I'm like, dude. But then it's like, dude, when I'm out of there, the end result, I'm gonna be happy. So I get up, I go to the gym, I do my thing, I come back, and it's like I feel good, and I get ready for work. Go to work all day. And then I do my training in the evening. So it gets crazy, man, but it's more like on my perspective. I look at things at a different way now.
Yeah, no one ever regretted a good workout, man. You'll regret not going, but after that workout, man, you'll never say, oh, I regretted that shit in practice. Unless you get hurt, but
yeah.
All right, man, that's pretty much it. Do you have any thank yous, shout outs you want to give out, man? Just look at the camera, let them know.
I just want to thank MMAFightPass.com for taking the time to drive out here and to interview me and to be interested in my training and to be pumping up the fight. We definitely need that in our MMA community. So I'm glad they're supporting us fighters, and hopefully all the other fighters, when you have an opportunity to meet with these guys, go for it, man, because that's the way our MMA community is going to keep growing. Also want to thank my coaches, Jorge Reese, my MMA coach, Christian Espinoza, my boxing coach, Dennis Abrego, my jiu-jitsu coach, Pete Sierra, my strength conditioning coach, Crew Malaipet, my Muay Thai coach, and my mama for doing all my meal preps, and then you know, and of course, you know, my team, you know, Pacific Martial Arts, Malaipet Sasiprapa, USA, and Bullpen Boxing. I just want to say thanks, guys, and hope you guys come out to the fight. It's gonna be a great time. I hope you guys have a good time out there.
All right, quick closer. It is Warriors Cage main event, March 10th. Eagle Mountain Casino, Puerto Rico, California. Thanks, man.
Hey, man, thank you, brother. There you go.
All right.